make sure your screen is all set up beforehand, unless you just got it like that. Can you zoom out on this either? And you can't zoom out. So bear with me, y'all. Welcome back to Sunshine Haze Co. This is going to be your weekly readings for the week of June 11th, 17th. And getting this little setup situated here because YouTube sucks when it comes to live stuff, I feel like. Yeah, it's been a busy week for me, you guys. It's been kind of busy in general for me. This is making me so mad. It's been busy in general for me. So I did not put out weeklies last week, but I did want to at least get you guys some insight for this week. See, this is so annoying, and I said I was going to just record it on my phone, but I did that with the love readings, and y'all, them love readings have been uploading since, Thursday. And I'm like, well, all right, so the love readings have been done. I don't know when they'll be up because they've just been loading or processing or uploading, but I should have just anyways. Anyway, let's get into the readings for the week. These are going to be very quick and short, just because I do have a lot to do tonight. You guys, I have some Patreon readings, some client readings, and some work outside of Sunshine Haze Co. to do. But since I skipped y'all last week, I did want to come in here and at least give y'all a little bit of insight for the upcoming week, okay? This is going to be general insight, sun, moon, and rising. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it does, leave me some thumbs ups and comments and all the things down in the description box, okay? Let's get into it. Tapping in for Gemini, sun, moon, and rising for this. Let me make sure that's in the screen, though, because that's important, y'all. My birthday is in a couple of weeks. That's my Cash App if you're feeling generous. For Gemini, sun, moon, and rising for June 11th through the 17th, what's the energy? We got lemon. 23, access innovative thinking. I cannot sit here and going live on YouTube. The screen is so large. You know what, y'all? I'm almost like, I really don't even want to do this like this. But I've already started. Gemini. Gemini, sun, moon, and rising for the upcoming week. What's the energy? Ooh. Well, okay. All right, Gemini. So we've got lemon, which is yellow, and we've got 23, and it's coming up with the tower. So you guys' message for this week is honestly that something could be going up or going down, depends on your perspective. If I could give you any insight, it would be to try to think with a positive mind this week, because it seems like the energy's going to be possibly a little rocky, rough, tough, and dirty. You've got a card talking about accessing innovative thinking, which is the lemon card, which does tell me that whatever transpires this week for you, Gemini, you are going to have to think on your feet. Like, think on your feet, be quick, be swift. Can I get any insight on where's, I'm picking up on career or home, your dwelling space vibes. And with the tower card, it tells me that there could be some sort of maintenance going on in the home, and you might have to figure out what to do as far as your living situation or something with finances or career. With the tower card, there's always a message of either something crazy happening at work or possibly losing a job or quitting a job. I'm not entirely sure. This is very general, but what I will say is whatever goes down with this tower card, when this pops up, it gives very much things rumbling and tumbling, breaking down. But in order for those things to clear out space for you to bring in what you're supposed to be coming into alignment with. So this upcoming weekend, you guys know that I do, these are for the week, but the energy and time, it shifts. So whenever you see this video is probably when the message will apply to you. And if it doesn't, like I said, charge it to the game. But whatever is transpiring for you this week, Gemini, I do get this energy of I was not expecting this. I was not prepared for this. A little bit of irritation is coming in too. But because you have the lemon card here, I will tell you that there are solutions to whatever quote unquote problems arise. excuse me, it's just a matter of taking a moment to not allow the chaos that's going on around you to consume you, and instead tapping into that Gemini, that air energy, that analytical, that the smarts. You know, the air signs are known for being smart, y'all. That's how I refer to y'all, or when I'm talking about the elements. The air is the smarts, air is the brains, right? So tap into that energy this week, because you are going to need to come up with some plans to navigate through whatever this tower energy is, okay? And I'm going to leave that at that for you, Gemini. If you'd like some more insight on what that tower could possibly be, book a personal reading with me. All my links will be down below in the description box, okay? Okay. All right, let's shuffle and get into the best sign. Yes, I do have a bias because I am a Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Happy birthday to the Geminis, by the way. We're still in Gemini season, so while I am giving my people's big ups, let me tell the Geminis happy birthday. Okay, let's tap in for Cancer Sun, Cancer Moon, and Cancer Rising for this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th, for people with those Cancer placements. What's the energy? You got Indigo, which is improve your vision. Give me third eye chakra energies. Tapping in for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Got a couple of, I'm holding my deck upside down. I was about to be very difficult and start flipping cards when I didn't need to. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the energy for this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th? Positive energy, please, with this card, because this is my sign. This is two of my signs. Y'all know I don't be playing with these Cancer readings. I don't be having time. Ooh, okay. All right. Ace of Cups and Indigo comes with a 40, breaks down to 40. Energy that I get for this Cancer is that you are in a space of like, with the Ace, okay, yes, this is a love card and this could apply to love, but I'm more so getting like the passion projects energy, and that's just like what's tugging at your heartstrings, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to do. I feel like this is leading more toward career space. I get two kind of different messages for these two cards, Cancer. The first is that for those of you that are already in your career space, it's like not necessarily you could do better, but it's like you could move more efficiently, if that makes sense. Like you could be having more of the opportunities that you want. You could be managing your time a little bit better. You could be like, you know, it's there's an energy of like, yeah, it's there, but you could tap into a little bit more of it. What I also get for you, Cancer, is I get an energy of almost doubt or fear, or a little bit of paranoia. I'm gonna go so far as to say a little bit of paranoia. The best way I can describe it, Cancer, is this energy of like, am I good enough? I don't think I'm good enough. I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if this is the way the person or the client wants it. Is this how it's supposed to be working? Cancer, you have got to quiet all that internal noise, because that's internal noise. Improve your vision, clear out, unhazify your little third eye chakra, okay? Get you some glasses for it if you need, your little monocle for it if you need it. I think your message this week for you, Cancer, even with that other energy coming through, is that you create your own reality. Yes, if you've listened to my videos, you've heard me talking about like, yeah, you know, our paths are written for us, and while they very much so are, the journey and the way that we really implement the path into our physical lives, it is up to us. So Cancer, it's like, you do have the skill and you do have the talent. Like with the Ace of Cups, this is a talent card too. You have the skill, you have the talent, you also have the opportunity to do the things that you want to do, but you have to create it for yourself. You have to also show up for yourself in those spaces. It's one thing to receive an opportunity and then just move forward with it, and then start being like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing this right. I don't know if I'm the person for the job. Like when you get the opportunities, when you have these things come up for you, when you see the things that you want to do, you have to show up for yourself. Like it's almost like you have to prove to yourself that you can. It's not for not proving it. And granted, while jobs, and you should be proven to your managers or whatever that you are doing the jobs correctly. It's just like this is a week in which you need to take some time to give yourself credit where it's due, I think is the message. And also to remove those doubtful and fearful thoughts and get out of that space of lack and paranoia regarding your work and your efforts and your talents, because they do exist and you don't want to taint them by way of speaking or willing those energies onto them. Okay, Cancer? So you got this in the bag, you got the juice, you got the sauce. You just need to remember who you are. You do what you want when you pop in, and that's the message I'm gonna leave y'all with for this week. Okay? Okay, get out your heads. Get out your heads. For some of you, this sidebar, for some of you, the Seven of Swords was on the bottom of that. Cups and improve your vision. There is a slight message for somebody. This is not going to apply to everybody. Remember, if it don't, let it fly. For somebody in a relationship or dealing with somebody, you need to watch them. They do have secrets. It might be you, Cancer. You might be the secret, or you might be the person with the secrets, or they might be keeping the secret from you. But that's it. That's all I wanted to say about that. That's all I wanted to say about that. Okay, Leo. Let's tap in for Leo Sun. Leo Moon, Leo Rising, clear for Cancer. Leo Sun, Leo Moon, Leo Rising for June 11th through the 17th. What's the energy? You got orange. Nurture yourself. Light up so you can see it. And I don't want nobody in my comments talking about, can you show the cards? No. You see whatever is on the screen is what you're going to get. And for me to be saying that right there, coming out after your card, talking about nurture yourself, Leo, that might be the energy that you need to be within this week. Like, whatever you get is what you get from me this week. Something fell. You got the Ace of Pentacles and nurture yourself. You need to take this time to create some sort of new self-care routine to implement time for yourself into your life. Okay. For some of you guys, you're moving into like some sort of new chapter, which could be a job or moving into a new space. Some of you guys, it has to do with family. I don't know where that's coming from. Again, if it don't apply, let it fly. But some of you guys are moving into a new space, a new cycle, a new way of life. And it's going to be very important for you in order to be successful in this space, whether it's speaking to financial success or just speaking to all around general personal success, spiritual success, whatever, however you want to interpret that. But in order for you to even see the success in those areas, it's going to be important for you to pour into yourself. Leo, this should not be an issue for you. And I'm sorry to come at y'all sideways, but y'all know how fire signs are. Fire signs are known for being selfish. So your cards and coming up with these fire colors, your cards this week are telling me that you need to tap into a little bit of that. You need to be a little selfish this week, and it's okay. You don't have to, it doesn't mean that you have to completely stop helping people or stop showing up for people or whatever the case may be, but it does mean that you need to give yourself a little bit more time and a little bit more effort. You guys have heard the saying, you can't help somebody else until you help yourself, right? Your cards are very much so, okay, hey, like, it's time for you to help yourself a little bit. Not to say run away from your responsibilities and like, or whatever, that, I don't know why that came in, but that message came in. But there is a message that says, hey, Leo, you might need to draw back from certain things. You might need to stop doing certain things. You might need to stop putting energy in certain areas. And instead of, and not to say just take it away just because you're being petty. No, it's because you need to call certain energies back to yourself because they need to be poured into you right now. Like, you need to give yourself care. You need to give yourself love. You need to give yourself time and mental health days and the good food and the exercise and the good self-talk and conversation. You need some of that energy you've been kicking out to other people. And then let's keep it real. When you're not aligned the way you need to be, the energy you kick out, it doesn't go out right. So you might also have noticed recently, Leo, that some conversations may have been going left. Some things that you have been like trying to do may not have been manifesting the way that you originally intended, but it's because you're out of whack, you're out of alignment, and all that you're out of alignment with is pouring into yourself. So Leo, it is time to tap into a little bit of fire selfishness this week and do some things for you. And that doesn't mean go spin a bag on yourself. It means give yourself time and care. I'm feeling like getting big Empress energy for this week for you. You guys need to pour into you, okay? Like I said, short and sweet. That's it for Leo. That's it for Leo. Now let's get into Virgo. I feel like these are so short to me, but it's like, oh well. And also, like, even though I was like, I intended for them to be short, the messages are not, I'm not getting long messages for anybody. I'm only 3 sides in though, excuse me. All right, Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's on the horizon for this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th? What's poppin'? Virgo, improve your vision. Who had that? Cancer had that as well. Clearing for, sorry, I have some flipped cards. Clearing for Leo, tapping in for Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th. What's popping for people with those placements? Judgment and Indigo, improve your vision. Virgo, this is decision energy for me. So what I'm picking up on is that for some of you guys, and I don't know if it's like a singular decision or if it's like a series of decisions, there's also like a, how do I, like life change type of thing, like life change type of energy. So like, I don't know if it's like a single decision, like something major. Well, I get finance for that, like a financial, excuse me. Yeah. And I say, I feel like I live in Seattle right now. Like it has been raining every day. And while I like summer rain, like I need the sun to come out because I'm sleepy. And I'm like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing but take a nap. So I shouldn't be tired. My goodness. The sun needs to come out. I can't do this for too much longer. Like I want to go lay down right now. Back to what I was saying, Virgo, sorry. I get financial decision, like there might be some like big financial decision that you need to make. And with the improve your vision card, it just tells me that you need to double back to the drawing board a couple times to make sure that you're making the decision that you want to make. You guys are ruled by Mercury. So while you're not air, you do have, I mean, you're earth. So earth is known for the smarts too and for practicality. While you're not air, you do have those, excuse me, I just had to yawn again. I'm so sorry. But you're not air. You do have those analytical qualities and capabilities and the smarts. And like I said, practicality. So you need to lend some of that mercurial influence to your thought process for whatever this decision is. For some of you Virgos, I also get like big major life change energy. And I don't know if that is regarding relationships. It could be. It is coming in a little bit for relationships for some people. I get like a decision on whether or not you want to stay with somebody, which is very specific. So that may not resonate with everybody, but I do get a message of like, you know, you're just really trying to figure out what you want to do with your life and how you want to do it. And I think for me to be having such a hard time to be getting this message out, I think is the confusion that you might be feeling, Virgo, which doesn't surprise me because your card is indigo. Show you the card. Your card is improved. So there's also a message like manifestation. So the best way that I can kick this to you is like, I get that like Virgo, especially if it's a confusion with like what's next for me, like what's coming up or what do I want to do next? What do I want in life, right? Excuse me, Virgo, are y'all tired too? Are y'all just tired of the bullshit? Is that why I'm yawning so much? Because I wasn't yawning like this in Leo. For those of you that are trying to figure out what's next or that have an idea of what is supposed to be next but don't necessarily know like what it all entails, do some manifestation exercise, like dead ass, do some manifestation exercises. This is a time where you can journal and you can say, you know, I'll give you a prime example. Before I moved into my apartment, it's been a while now, but before I moved into this spot, I had in my journal, my diary, in my journal, I had like a little piece of paper in which I had kind of drawn out what I wanted my rooms to look like, speaking to like the decorations and the furniture and the color schemes. Fast forward to I've been living in this spot for about 3 years now, and I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, oh, you know what? Like, my apartment is very much so what is written in my journal. Like, it's obviously not right on key with everything. Like a couple of the color schemes got mixed around in here, but it's like, you know, everything that I wrote in there pretty much came to manifest in the physical in some way or another. So Virgo, you need to plan and you need to be intentional with your planning as far as the chapters or the next chapter for you. If you want to change or if you want to see something manifest, you need to put in the energy of what making it manifest looks like. You know, no change without action. And people think that manifestation is just thinking about something and then it happens for you. No, it is the process of willing it into a possibility, and then you go through the motions of actually doing the work to see it transpire in the physical. So Virgo, do the work and figure out what the work is so that you can find yourself in the chapters, these judgment, and judgment isn't a bad term in tarot, in these judgment chapters that you're coming into. Okay, all right, Virgo, let's wrap that up because y'all made me tired. I might pause 6 size in. I don't know. Fix me a snack or something. I don't know what I need, but it's something. A little pick me up. I don't do whatchamacallit, energy drinks. So I'm like, what could I eat real quick that'll give me some energy? I am such a child. I was about to be like, y'all do nuts give you energy. But then in my head, I was laughing. I was like, you want to eat some nuts? I'm such a little kid. But serious question. I'm like, I know I got some almonds in there. I feel like they do. Okay, who's the next Libra? And the halfway point is not until, what do we start with Gemini? Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. Maybe I'll pause after Scorpio. Go eat some almonds. I also got pecans in there too. I like pecans. But do pecans give you energy? I don't know. We're going to find out. All right, clear for Virgo. Tapping in for Libra, Sun, Moon, week, June 11th through the 17th. You got red. Free yourself from pain. And I'm getting body, like actual physical pain. So for some of you guys, that made, I don't know, like, I don't know if that means, give me a second. Clear for Libra, clear for Virgo. Tap in for Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Was I saying? I don't know if that means like you need to go get a physical, or because we're talking about the red card, we could be talking about blood. For Sun, I'm so sorry. Some of y'all might be getting your period this week. If you weren't expecting it, it could be coming this week. But I also get root chakra energy there as well. So I also get like maybe a refresh or restart or better, getting into better health. Let's pull your tarot. Yeah. This is getting into better health, I feel like. Or at least finding something that is a better process for you. So for you, some of you, okay, I got two different things, okay? I get a love message and I also get a health message. And disclaimer, even though y'all should know this, I am not a doctor. I don't give y'all body advice. But I will tell you what I get from the cards, and then you do what you see fit with that. For some of you, you may have been having some sort of physical ailments going on. I get that this week or whenever it is at the time that you're watching this video and this message resonates, you may, I don't know, talk to a doctor, or it's like the inner, like you guys know, like the trial and error, like there might be some sort of like experimental something coming in for you, and it's like it may actually be a good idea for you to try it. I also get that for some of you that have not been in the best health this week, and you know what is coming in for me is earth food. The word earth food is, the words earth food are coming in for me. So it tells me that you might some sort of like holistic practice or something, holistic remedy may be presented to you and may actually work better for you than whatever has been going down. I also get that for some of you to correct these things as much as you can. Okay, remember, I'm not a doctor. You need to look at your diet. Look at your diet. That is so, I'm sorry. I'm connecting, but I don't think for all the Libras. I think that this is specific for somebody. So for those of y'all that it ain't resonating with, I apologize. Charges to the game. Wait for that next message that's coming in. But for some of you guys, a change in your diet will actually, I want to use the word correct, but that's what's coming through, will actually correct the ailments, will correct the issues. And you know what? I'm like, is it red? Is it red? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. I don't necessarily know if apples is the remedy, but what I'm getting is that what we put in our bodies is what happens with our bodies, right? So if we're putting bullshit in our bodies, your body's gonna be on bullshit. So an apple a day keeps the doctor away is a message to say, revisit what you're putting in your body, at what you've been eating, what you've been consuming, and then also take a look at, has this been making me sick, or has this been causing problems? And then start to look at things to cut out. I'm getting a big message on cutting certain things out, and that's it for that. Because that was a lot. On the other side, I get a quick little message for some relationship folks. For some of you guys, there may be somebody from your past coming around who is coming in with an offer of love or partnership, honestly. But what I get with these cards is that there's a lot of baggage from that situation or that relationship. Libra, what I will say is that you may have the conversation. From the conversation, I think you might feel like, you know what, I don't think I want to revisit this, but the conversation was cool. That did help me get a lot off of my chest. I feel a lot lighter. But we're not going to circle back around to this, okay? Some of you might, but that's not what I'm getting. And those are the messages, Libra. Your reading was a little weird. I don't know. But I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, oh well. If it did, I'm happy. If you need some more insight, book a personal reading with me, okay? And all those links will be down in the description box below. Clearing for Libra, tapping in for Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Scorpio Rising. So what is the overall energy for people with those placements for this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th? Azure, protect yourself. Scorpio, what y'all got going on? And why so mysterious? I don't have the black marker over here, so we're just gonna have to, whatever. Protect yourself. You got Azure, it's blue, 9. Do get speak up for yourself, Scorpio. Clear for Libra, tap in for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 11th through the 17th. What's the energy? 2 of Swords. 2 things. Speak up for yourself, Scorpio. And with the swords being the air suit, that is communication messages. I do get may be in conversations this week with people who are just not seeing eye to eye with you, or you're not seeing eye to eye with. And there may be some conversations that arise, some less than pleasant conversations that arise because, I'm sorry, let me show y'all all the cards that arise because of it. Scorpio, this would probably do you some, and here's the thing, when standing your ground, when speaking your mind or speaking your truth or saying what's on your heart or whatever, you don't have to, there's people have them, and while sometimes others don't understand, honesty is not rudeness. Honesty is not rudeness. Like, just being blunt and honest and open is not rude, and it depends on the person being told the message as to how they interpret it or perceive it. But coming from your own self, you know within yourself whether or not you're being rude or being mean or being petty. You don't have to be mean to get your point across. You don't have to be rude to get your point across. And you also don't have to be mean or rude to stand up for yourself. I think there's a message here that says stick to your boundaries, adhere to your boundaries, enforce your boundaries. I don't know why, but I feel like somebody's going to test you this week. I got family, maybe career, maybe in the workspace. I get that, you know, somebody might be testing you this week, and it's going to put you in a position to where you're going to have to put your foot down. Like, yeah, no, that's not going down. Or it actually said what I said, and that's what it is the type of energy that I get for you, Scorpio. But, you know, you don't have to, like, you don't have to say it like I just said it. You can come off in a respectable manner, in a polite, not necessarily polite, but you know, you don't have to. And I think the reason I keep going back to that is because whatever this situation is, there's an energy of you don't want to hurt the person's feelings, or you don't want to make them feel bad, or you don't want to mess things up for yourself. But Scorpio, like, honestly, this is what I say. If you are in conversations with people in which you cannot be open and honest in just a direct way, and like people are offended by that, then those are not people that you need to be speaking to. Those are not people that you need to be mixing and mingling yourself with. But if there are people that you can't get away from, then you need to start looking at, okay, well, we now need to have a conversation about why you're so offended every time I just say something honest. Like, let's visit that, and then we can revisit what I was talking about, because the issue lies here. So you know what? I don't think I have another message. I said 2 at the beginning, but I think that's it, Scorpio. I don't have much else for you. Speak your truth. Stand 10 toes in whatever it is that you decided to plant yourself in, even if somebody is testing you on it. Because I do get that. I don't know why I get that energy, like somebody is going to test you this week. Like, yeah, I know you not, like, really, you gonna really sit up here and make me have to explain or tell you this again? But that's the energy that I get for you, Scorpio. And if it does come up, you are going to have to explain or tell it again, and make sure you make it very crisp and crystal clear so that there ain't no room for confusion. Okay? That's all I got for you. Anything else with those cards? With the protect yourself coming up with the 2 of Swords, I will also say is to just be mindful of messages that you're processing. Like, don't take everything too much to heart. Try not to get too emotionally tied up in what people are saying, because oftentimes people don't even know what they're saying. So it's like, should we even care? Because half the time people just be talking and they don't be saying nothing important. But that's your message for the week, Scorpio. I'm gonna leave that at that. If you want some more insight, book a personal reading with me, okay? Who's next? Sagittarius. And those personal reading links will be down in the description box here shortly, because I did not upload the description when I started the live. But oh well, it is what it is. All right, clear for Scorpio. Tapping in for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising, June 11th through the 17th. What is the energy for people with those placements? You guys got orange as well. Nurture yourself. A lot of messages about self-care and self-help coming up for all the signs this week, but I'm not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. All right, clear for Scorpio. Tapping in for Sag, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the energy for people with those? June 11th through the 17th. Ooh, and y'all got... That's why, because I just pulled that in the last spread, but that came out reversed. Huh. Sag. Y'all, ooh, and you know what? When I pulled this card earlier for, who was that? Leo, maybe? I didn't even look at the numbers on this. So you got some cards here. Sorry, and I know the screen is a little crazy. You got orange, which comes with Nurture Yourself. It's 17, and then you got the 2 of Swords reversed, though, flipped. And if you're familiar with my readings, or if you've been following me for a while, you know I don't really read, like, reversals don't really come out for me because of the way that I shuffle. So when I get a reverse card, it's real reverse. I can't even get it. Can't even get it out. It's real reversal energy. Okay. Sagittarius. And you know what? This energy has been coming up in y'all spreads for like the past month or so. It's like a why would that come out? You know better, so you did better. It's like, you know, really doing better, Sagittarius. This week at the forefront of your spread is you need to do what's best for you. Since you know better, you need to do better. Huh? Real stunner girl shit, okay? Um, what I get for you guys is that kind of going through the motions and getting to a space now in which it is starting to affect your own personal care, your own personal routines. I also get like your own personal dreams. For some of you guys, I'm getting this energy of like decisions that you have made or decisions that you are being pressured to make. I don't know why that's coming up, but like being pressured to make certain decisions that are kind of taking you away from what it is that you want or what it is that you're doing or from the things that are truly important to you. You've got the Two of Swords upside down in your spread. So this tells me like you might also be coming into a space this week in which you actually start to notice it. The energy that I get here is very much so like wool over the eyes, rose colored glasses. Like maybe Sag, you ain't even know that you was rocking and rolling on this boat like that, but this week it's like you might take them rose colored shades off. This week that hoodie comes up and you might start thinking like, oh, I didn't realize that by stepping into this space over here, by connecting my energy to this over here, that I was going to end up in a trick bag over on this side. And you know what I'm also getting, Sag? And this is very specific. It's coming. If it comes in, I read it. It's going to apply for somebody. If it don't apply, like I said, let it fly. For some guys, I get a physical, it's affecting you physically as well. And that stems from, I tell people this all the time. When your mental is out of whack, it can affect you physically. And I can attest to that. When my mental's out of whack, I don't have an appetite, which means I start to drop weight, right? Or I start getting acne. It just depends on how things hit you, but I am getting that the stress from, and I don't know if it's from the situation or from you finding out that this situation or the things that you're mixing and mingling in or intertwined with, or that your cords of attachment are starting to cause you to, the best way to say it is to kind of forget about yourself. Like, I get that you're not prioritizing yourself. Look, you got the message is nurture yourself, y'all. I feel like you're not prioritizing yourself, and as you start to realize that, it can put you into a headspace of feeling stressed and also feeling upset with yourself and whoever else is involved in that situation, to where it could start affecting you physically. So my message to you guys for this week, Sagittarius, is that you need to somehow turn this Two of Swords energy into an upright type of notion. Okay, you want Two of Swords with the upright. And while it's, for me in this spread, it comes through as once it's upright, you're gonna have to make a decision on how you want to move forward, what cords you need to cut. Okay, because this is also a cord cutting card. But where you're at right now has you in this space of like, everything seems one way, but it really ain't that way. And so you need to come out from, and I don't get trenches. I also get, I get manipulation just came into my head. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if that's in a career space or a love space, and you can be manipulated in your career. Don't get it twisted. You very much so can. And we all know you can be manipulated in the love space, but that word did just pop up into my head. So I will say that, I get some of you guys are like being manipulated, and it's taking away from all of the things that you have going on, or the energy that you're supposed to pour into yourself to put you on the path of the success that you're supposed to be in alignment with. Okay, so your message this week, Sag, is turn your Two of Swords into upright. Two of Swords, you need to get clarity on the things that you actually need in your life and the things that you actually need to be doing. Okay, and if you need some more insight, you can do a personal reading with me. My links will be down in the description box in a few minutes. If you just can't wait and you're like, no, I'm booking now, just go to my last video. Whatever video is up, just go to the description box and it's in there, okay? And that's it for you, Sag. All right, let's get into Capricorn. All right, clear for Sag. That is so amazing. That is a great, really bomb message. Oh, that is so great. For that to come through for Capricorn read, I will say that Capricorn, for those of you guys that have been struggling with something, light at the end of the tunnel is coming in and you might receive that. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, June 11th through the 17th. What's the energy? Free yourself from pain. There you go. What'd I just say? And if you were here earlier, this is a healing card for me. I associate the color. This is a color deck. I associate with the roots with the chakras. So that root chakra red card is a very much so healing message for me. Hi, Citrus. Hi. What? What? What do you want? Well, what? This flipped while I was shuffling as Citrus came out here to talk to me. I'm doing a reading. Ah! Your claws are not clipped right now, girl. You guys have to be careful. So, Capricorn, your other card is Justice. You got red and you got Justice, okay? And red comes with 2. I know there's a glare there, so I'm going to show that to you. Ma'am, we just talked about your claws. You cannot make biscuits on me right now. You can't. How you gonna wake up and come out here and fuss at me? You grumpy boots, for real? 2, which gives me things are coming together. And then you've got Justice, which is very much so things are coming together, right? There's also a message here, Capricorn, with the free yourself from pain message. It tells me like it's time to cut the baggage, drop the dead weight, you know, get out of the negative headspaces and lack mindsets, because I do get, there's like an energy here of doubt for me. This is what I'm picking up on, Capricorn. I don't know what area of life this applies to, but there's an energy of like, oh, I don't know if it'll work out. I don't know if I'm good enough. I don't know, right? I do get that for you guys. This could be a turning point for you. This week could be a turning point from you, but it is all about perspective. I was like, what was I about to say? I might as well just hit y'all with my little own personal mantra. It's all about perspective. So Capricorn, if it's been rough and tough and dirty recently, to say that things are getting better or to say that things are great or looking up is not lying. It's not being unrealistic. It's just things are getting better. Things are looking up. You can lend a little bit of positivity to your realism, okay? Girl. What? Why are you being so clingy right now? Why? Well, bye. You want to get down? You was being clingy on me. Cats are so like, what? What? Citrus, if I follow you to the room and there ain't nothing in there, I'm gonna be irritated. No, do not hop back up here with them little sharp ass claws, ma'am. No, ma'am. No. You can have pets, but you cannot hop up here. Sorry, y'all. What was I saying? I think I was speaking to just being more positive, Capricorn. You do have like the way you're like, honestly, I know it's only 2 cards, but I do get very much so like success and things finally working out and the things that you've been longing for starting to circle around for you in the ways that you want to see them. But what I will also say, and I'm gonna kick it real to y'all, I'm a Capricorn rising. What I will also say is that it is very easy for people with Capricorn placements to fuck their own shit up by way of their like them dark detrimental thoughts. Capricorn is a realist, but on the shadow side, it's a little negative sometimes. So, you know, the same way you have potential for success and abundance and happiness and positivity, you have potential to taint all of that by way of your own thoughts and your own words. So Capricorn, you need to step out of those negative headspaces, even if it has been rough, tough, and dirty for however long. It's time for you to step away from those type of thoughts in that type of looking at the world with that type of lens, because you're kind of lending that energy to it, if that makes sense. You need to think more positively, and it's not to say to be delusional, but just be a little bit more positive in your thoughts and in the way that you move, and you'll start to see that energy implement in the physical, and that's when things are going to start to turn around for you and start to line up for you. Okay, so maybe this week is your realization point of being like, damn, I've been a bit of a Debbie Downer, negative Nancy, or I've been putting this type of energy on my stuff, and I need to shift that. I need to shift that so that it goes in the direction that I actually want it to go in. Okay? And I'm going to leave it at that for you, Capricorn. Citrus really came out to talk to y'all. She said, I don't know what you, look at that. Wheel of Fortune on the bottom of the deck. What'd I say? Things is about to turn around. I like that. I love when my cards show me confirmation. It's like, not to toot your own horn, but toot toot, girl. Okay, Aquarius. Citrus, you just down there aggressively purring at me, and I'm not entirely sure why, because it's not time for dinner. You were wherever you was napping, minding your business. I'm minding mine. And now you just purring. She has cute purrs, and then she has a purr that she does when she wants me to play with her. But like, I'm busy. Citrus, I can't play with you right now. And so she's aggressively purring at me right now, and it's kind of funny because she's just staring at me aggressively, and she keeps doing the blinks, like, come pet me. Citrus, you just gonna have to love on me from under the chair in like 20 minutes, okay, girl? All right, clear for Capricorn. Tap in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. For this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th, what's the energy for people with those Capricorn placements? I'm sorry. Nope, because I just lied. I was shuffling for Capricorn again. Clearing for Capricorn, clearing for Capricorn. Tapping in for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's popping for people with Aquarius placements this week? June 11th through the 17th. You got Jade, which is take action. Clearing for Capricorn. Tapping in again for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. June 11th through the 17th. Ooh, you know what, Aquarius? I'm not about to in air signs, because y'all always be messing up my shuffling, man. You got the 7 of Cups. You got the Fool. What else is under here? You got the 10 of Swords, the 5 of Cups. Is it attached to anything? Temperance, the Fool, and the 7 of Cups. Aquarius, y'all are trying to figure something out. I don't very much know what, and the energy is coming through it as irritation. So, like, is there something that you're irritated with that just like it just doesn't work for you no more, is what I'm feeling? You got the 10 of Swords, so this does, and y'all are only, I'm going very fast because y'all are not supposed to get this many cards in these weekly readings. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry, but like, what, Aquarius, y'all really said, let's do a full spread. What these little 2 card things you doing, girl? What I get is that there could be something going on in your life, either, and again, a lot of people get like big decision type energy. I get like dwelling space, possibly career, I don't know, maybe relationship, but I don't know. Whatever the decision is, there's something that I feel like, Aquarius, you are confused about, whether or not you want to remain in it or attached to it or doing it or whatever the case may be. And you may have a lot of influence coming from outside of you. This could be friends, this could be family, this could be people in the workspace, this could be people on the internet, I don't know, but y'all got a lot of external influence. And what I get is that what you're being told is the opposite of what direction your heart is pulling you in. I'm a water sign, so I'm gonna tell you to do whatever you see fit. With the 5 of Cups, I do get that if you decide to stay in the situation or stay at the job or stay connected to the energies or keep doing the whatever it is that you've already started thinking about, like, I don't know if this is for me, you are going to find yourself in 5 of Cups energy. And I will say that that's just disappointment and just being discontent with whatever it is that you have going on. Right now, you got the Temperance and you got the Fool card, okay? What I will say is that you need to take this week, probably a little bit longer than a week, but this is the weekly reading. You need to take this week to really consider what your heart wants. You need to quiet the external noise, because when it boils down to it, we're talking about your life. So whatever everybody else is thinking, like at the end of the day, they it's not them, so it don't really matter. Like, you can take advice and take what applies and pocket what doesn't, but right now, honestly, you considering what other people are saying is just really not going to do anything for you but cause you more stress. Think about what your heart truly and honestly wants, and you might have to go through a process of really like sitting down with yourself. You might have to get some readings, you might have to do some journaling, you might have to do some meditations, but you need to really figure out what your heartstrings are pulling you toward and what they are trying to break away from, okay? And if they're trying to break away, you don't have to tune it. Like, just let it rip and do your thing. Take some time to think about what you truly and honestly want, and once you figure out what it is, don't, and I don't know why I would have to tell an Aquarius not to be scared, but that's the energy coming in this spread, is that you're hesitant about making changes. When you decide on the changes that you want to make, because the way your cards are coming through is you're going to decide on making the change. When you finally get to that point, you have to quiet, like I said, quiet all external noise, and then you're going to have to quiet the internal noise, because you cannot be doubtful in the moves that you're about to make. You have to go get your little ass down, Citrus. You have to go all in, 10 toes, balls to the wall, and bet on yourself. And there will be success coming from betting on yourself in whatever direction that is. But, and I say you're going to make the change because your card is take action. Card is take action. All right, Aquarius. Aquarius. Because I didn't even get to sing y'all's song to you at the beginning because you said, please tell us. Please tell us. Man, Duolingo just be making me so shameful, because, like, honestly, I had paid for it for 1 year. And then when them charges came around, I had other bills. Y'all, we are really back in a space to where we got to decide, like, okay, do I want this little app or no? So I said, oh, you know what? We gonna do away with Duolingo for a little bit, but I haven't been in there for like a couple months, but I still have my notifications turned on, y'all. And somebody just completed a 250-day streak, and I'm like, wow, y'all just gonna call me out like that? Okay. But I will say, before I before I fumbled on Duolingo, I did hit my 365-day streak, so that's cool. Aquarius, Pisces. I'm not entirely sure what, like, you guys, I'm sorry, but I need to go look in my room to see if there's a reason why Citrus came out here meowing at me like that. Or if she was just coming out here to be clingy. Were you being clingy? You were just being clingy? You came out here with so much urgency and conviction. Like, I thought something happened in there. Like, oh. If you would like to hear my clingy pet, listen to the Capricorn portion, because she came out here talking about, and I'm like, what is wrong? All right, clearing for Aquarius. Tapping in for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. What's the energy for this upcoming week? June 11th through the 17th. Brilliance. Discover your sparkle. Ooh, okay, Pisces. All right. Clearing for Aquarius. Tapping in for Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. June 11th through the 17th. It's popping for people with Pisces energy in their charts this week. Oh. Pisces, what in the hell? Why? You know what? I'm not going to say why, but like, no, I am going to say why, because why? This is such a Pisces read. Two fish with the tails tied together, swimming in different directions. How y'all get brilliance, discover your sparkle, but then you got the 5 of Pentacles on the other side. But no, I'm pretty sure I know, I'm pretty sure I got the here, which is breaks down to my number, which is 11, which gives me master number energy for y'all, which is a time of healing for you. So what I will say, Pisces, is that with that 5 of Pentacles coming up, some sort of loss, but I feel like either relationship, I'm not really getting job loss, but for some of you guys, somebody may be walking away from or getting fired. Sorry, but y'all know I keep it real in here. Walking away from or getting fired from some sort of place of work, or something like an opportunity shutting down or something. Like I also get like laid off possibly, but that's not very like extremely prominent. I will say, to get more general with this energy, something foundational for you, Pisces, is going to be coming up on that. Okay, this has run its course point this week. And be, you know, I am getting a little heart space for some of you guys. So for some of you guys in relationships or involved with somebody, and you know what? This is interesting. I get 2 different energies for y'all. So for people in relationships, I get that this might feel like more of an L, and it may be followed with not all the greatest things. For those of you guys that are like just out here dating, mixing and mingling, but there is somebody that you are like connected to, or like you got a like a regular, that might be wrapping itself up. But I don't get that it's gonna wrap itself up in a bad way. Like I feel like this person for you may have been a good little, you know, like, you know, this is a good little pick me up or whatever. But I feel like certain chapters are coming to a close for you, Pisces. And the important message for you for this week, with the chapters coming to a close card, or certain things being removed from your life, or you removing certain things from your life, is that you're clearing out space in order to put yourself in a way that can put you in alignment with the things that you are supposed to be in alignment with. So if something is walking away, or if something is breaking down, or if you feel like you're taking an L in one space, understand and recognize that means that something new is coming in for you. Once you lose one thing, like, it's all a revolving door. Once something walks out, something walks in. Once you lose one thing, you gain another. It's all about, you know, the balance of energy for you. So Pisces, even though it might feel like you're taking an L in one section of your life, you about to take a dub in another section. So try not to be on the side of, oh, this sucks, this is so sad, everything is not going the way I wanted it to go. I also get, Pisces, for some of you guys, you'll be more upset with the fact that the plan didn't work out than you are at the fact with it actually not working out. Like, that didn't make sense. I feel like that didn't make sense. So like, you'll be more upset with the fact that like this was the plan and it didn't work than you will actually be with the fact that like, okay, well, it just didn't work. It's not supposed to be like this. Like, I get that you like don't care that it doesn't work out. Like, you're like, okay, I guess it wasn't supposed to work out, but you'll be a little irritated because you'll be like, but it was supposed to work out because this is how it's supposed to go. But whatever is kind of the energy that I get for you. And Pisces, clearing out whatever this energy is, or opening up this space, is going to put you in a way to where you're getting a lot more success in the areas that you want to see. Drop the dead weight. Dead ass. Like, honestly, that is not how this reading was going to go, but that is where we ended up. And so I guess I'm leaving you guys with dead ass. What did I say? Drop the dead weight. Dead ass. I don't know what. I am not a New Yorker. I am from Denver, Colorado, but somebody's New York higher self came through and said, hey, dead ass. So Pisces, drop the dead weight. Holding on to baggage, holding on to things that you don't need is actually keeping you from the things that you're supposed to be in alignment with. And I'm going to leave you guys with your message there. If you want some more insight, you can book a personal with me. I will have those. Ooh, Pisces, for some of y'all that is love. For some of y'all that is love. For some of y'all is in relationships y'all ain't supposed to be in, and you need to get out of Dodge because you got brilliance and discovering your sparkle coming in once you do. What was I trying to tell y'all? If you need a personal reading, book one with me. My links will be in the description box shortly. If you just pressed right now, go to one of the other videos on my channel, and the links will be in there. Ooh, Pisces, that was funny. It was all wavy, and then it said, ooh, drop the dead weight. Pisces, Aries, 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 Aries. Turn that, y'all. And for anybody skipping through the video or just tuning in, my birthday is in a couple of weeks. If these messages are resonating with you, these people are getting on my nerves. You guys, I do contractor work so that I can work by myself and so that I can have my days flow freely. I do it so that I can run on my own schedule, and which I didn't really sign up for. And as a courtesy, I was like, this is kind of what my day is going to go like, but I made sure to say that I was going to start my day around a certain time. And they've been texting me for like an hour, and I'm like, I don't know why y'all keep texting me. Like, I'm clearly unavailable at the moment. Like, I will text y'all back when I feel like texting y'all back. And also, I do this work so I have the freedom to not be on nobody's schedule. And now I'm irritated because I'm like, I know you're not telling me that I actually have to be there at this time now, because first of all, I didn't sign up to train nobody. Second of all, my work day is going to start when I wake up. And while I have a plan to start, depends on when I finish my work tonight. So they done irritated the hell out of me with that. And they're about to sit there in my messages until I am done with all of my shit tonight, because I cannot stand people feeling like they're entitled to my time. Like, first of all, girl, I don't know you. And second of all, ma'am, you need to run back through your messages and read what I said, because I don't know why you just decided that that was the decision for tomorrow. Girl, bye. Oof, y'all, that shit just irritated the fuck out of me. Aries, clearing for Pisces. Tapping in for Aries, sun, moon, and rising for this upcoming week, June 11th through the 17th. What's the energy for y'all? Peach, inhale a breath of life. You see? And then I have all Apple products, so my device just keep going off, and I'm like, I know that's the damn lady's message. Clearing for Pisces. Tapping in for Aries, sun, Aries, moon, and Aries rising, June 11th through the 17th. What's popping for people with those Aries placements this upcoming week? What's the energy? You got Peach, that comes with inhale a breath of, okay? And then you've got the Nine of Swords. Anytime this card comes up for me, you guys, it gives me this, like, you got some mental anguish going on. You got some mental stuff happening. And it doesn't mean, like, not like clinical mental, but like, there are some things, I was gonna say at your head, at your heart. There are some things that might be weighing heavy on your mind, just causing you some issues, causing you a little bit of stress. Your message, Aries, and you know what, after all these messages in this spread here tonight, I'm actually kind of excited to see this one, is that you just need to have a little bit of fun this week. Like, you need to take a breather. You need to take a break. It is okay to do that from time to time, especially, and I'm going to keep it real with y'all. I know we live in a society that is like, work till your bones until you drop dead and afford everything. But like, guys, in reality, everything is inflated right now, which means, and nobody's salaries went up, which means that people are probably working a lot more than they were used to before COVID. And before COVID, it was hard to afford life. So Aries, you're probably working harder than you worked before, just to make ends meet, or just to get by, or just to, not even that, or just to live the way that you like to live. We'll put it like that. But to say you've been doing more work than you're used to is the energy that I'm getting. And so when we lend all of our time to work, when we lend all of our effort to things outside of the things that make our hearts beat, because work does not make our hearts beat, it just pays the bills. And y'all know I could go on a whole rant about bills and money and the energy of money and the society that we live in, but I'm gonna save that for another video. But you know, when you put all your energy into one thing, just to make sure you're alive, and you're not putting it into anything else, especially any positivity, it can start to weigh on you, and it can start to weigh on your heart, It can also start to weigh on your spirit, and it can also start to can weigh on your mind too. You know, people are always joking about things, or you see things in like TV shows, and it's like, you know, people are going crazy because they're doing too much work, or people going crazy because they don't have enough time, enough downtime. And that's a very real thing. Like, burnout is a very real thing, and depending on how you are set up, how your mental set up, how your physical set up, it can affect you in very different ways. So Aries, let's, you know, prevent even trying to figure out how burnout is going to affect you, and just take a break and take a breather and give yourself a moment to chill. Give yourself a moment to, you know, give yourself a moment to breathe in between the tasks. Like, you know, people don't understand this, but the work will be there. You take a break, I guarantee you the work is going to be there afterwards. And guess what? If it ain't there afterwards, there will be work somewhere else for you. That can be guaranteed for sure. So Aries, take this week to give yourself a little bit of a break. Sorry, you guys, I had some popcorn earlier and I can feel a popcorn kernel, but I can't find it. Take some time to take a break this week, Aries, okay? You don't always have to be, I know you guys are fire, but you don't always have to be on fire. Like, you know, the fire has to be started. So you give yourself a little bit of time. All right. And let's get into the last sign for the week, which is Taurus. That was quick for Aries, but you know what? It is what it is. That was the message. So I'm going to kick to y'all what I get. Alrighty. Clear for Aries. Tapping in for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon. I was going to say in Taurus Gemini, which is not right, but some of you Taurus as a Gemini might be prominent this week. Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, Taurus Gemini for the week of June 11th through the 17th. So what is the overall energy for people with those placements this week? Flip. Ooh. Find richness from the dark night. You got black. And clearing for Aries. Tapping in for Taurus Sun, Taurus Moon, and Taurus Rising. June 11th through the 17th, 2023. What's the energy for people with those Taurus placements? Son of Wands. This is very specific for someone, because we had, what was that, a Gemini? I was talking about Gemini. For some of you Tauruses that were in, so it can go one of two ways. You may have been involved with the Gemini or air sign Gemini person that was just not good for you, and there could be a fire sign individual coming in on the other side for you that is going to be good. A lot of healing. Aries, Sag, Leo, or flip. There could be a fire sign individual that you have been dealing with. I mean, why do I get, the energy I get is bringing you down. I don't know where that's coming from, but bringing you down. On the other side of that, there could be somebody with the Gemini energy coming in to help with the healing. That was very specific. I'm like, I would like to give a general message. Cards. It was very specific for somebody. What I do get, Taurus, with these two cards is that you may have been, I don't know, the past year or so, or maybe longer, may have been a little rough for you, a little rocky. I get like financially strapped. I also get like possibly like work may not have been as consistent as you wanted it to be. I also get that like relationships, like connections may have not been all that you wanted to be. There's an energy of just feeling alone, not feeling aligned, not feeling like life was doing what you needed and or wanted it to do, honestly, for the past couple of years or so, or past years. I don't know. I don't do timing unless spirit really gives it to me, but for a year or so. But with the Son of Wands, speaking to it not necessarily in a court energy, popping up on the other side of this, I do get a message of like, Taurus, this is your turning point. Like, this is the tipping point for you. Like, this is where you get to tip the scales. You get to tap into your other Venus system and tip the scales, but to where you're bringing yourself up. You know, our experiences are what build us. So when I talk about the dark night of the soul, I'm always like, look, it's rough, it's dirty, it sucks. When you're in it, you're like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why is this happening? And you, for a lot of times, you don't understand why things are transpiring when you're in those dark night spaces. But on the other side of it, because your girl has been through a few dark nights of the soul several times in life, on the other side of it, you get an understanding of why you were going through certain things. You understand why certain shit happened. You understand why certain conversations had to go down, why certain people had to come in or had to leave. And then you get into a space where you're like, now that I have all these lessons, I can apply it and move forward into whatever space I want to be in, whatever direction I want to move in, and build myself up in a way that I was not going to be able to do before I had all of those experiences. So like I said, not speaking to the core energy, this is like a new spark for you, Taurus. Like, you are actually getting ready to step into those desired spaces if you haven't already started like turning the keys in the doors, because what I'm getting is that like your dark night of the soul gave you the keys, and now it's just a matter of you realizing that you have them in your pocket, and that you just got to figure out what doors you want to go try out. Okay. And so that is my message for you for the week. I'm gonna leave that at that. That's it. That's it, Taurus. I hope that resonated with y'all. If these messages found you well, do me a favor and give me a little thumbs up, those likes and comments. And when you guys subscribe while I am, not subscribe. No, is it subscribe? Yeah, when you guys, y'all, when y'all follow me, and like and comment and all the things while I am doing these videos, or when these videos go up on my page, it helps make my page more visible to the people who want to see it. Okay, so please help me out with that and give me some love. Let me know how the readings resonated with you in the comment section. As I said earlier, if you need a personal reading, feel free to book one with me. My links will be going up in a few minutes. It is my birthday coming up. If you're feeling generous, want to show some love for free readings and the free game that I put out, hit up my Cash App. You can also hit up my Amazon wish list. You can also book with me. You can show love by making a purchase from app. That is also another great way to show love. Or you can become a member and get some not free readings. You can become a member and get personal readings sent to you every month. Depending on the tier that you sign up for, you might get one, you might get four. It just depends, in addition to a whole bunch of other stuff. Like anything else I need to tell you guys, the love readings have been uploading since like Thursday. So like they're done. I have no idea why YouTube is taking so long. I'm kind of hoping that YouTube doesn't take forever to upload this video, because like it would be nice and ideal to have the weeklies for this week go up on the first day of the week. So but love readings should be, I'm like, I hope they finish processing tonight or tomorrow sometime. Shortly. The monthlies for June are up, and also the money messages for June are up for all signs, and those are all time stamped and linked and all the things. So if you go to my channel and click on those videos, those are up for you guys as well. And I may pop over to TikTok a little later on tonight and do some free yes or no pools. We gonna see. I have a couple of client readings and a Patreon reading to do, a member reading to do before I do all that. So I'm gonna go get that stuff done tonight. And then I might see y'all on TikTok later. If I don't, then I just don't. But y'all should still follow me on there, because that is where I typically go live and do free yes or no pools. I really only came on YouTube and did live today because I did not want to wait for this to upload the way that the love reading is uploading. So typically my lives are on TikTok. So if you want live readings and sometimes some free reads or some free pulls, personal pulls, you should be following me on there. And it's not my, it's not SunshinehazeCo. It's actually just my name. It's aujhaaye, which I have those linked as well. And now I'm just rambling because I'm trying to figure out what's next on my list. Like I have a list, I have an order of things, because Capricorn rising, client readings. Okay, y'all, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in. I will see y'all next time. Have a good week. Peace.